Now, ladies and gentlemen, as of today, that of course being February 9th, Valve decided to finally update their game, that being Counter-Strike. Now, it's not just some half-assed update like we received this past few months, where it's bug fixes for a wingman map, for an example, that we don't play nor care about. No, baby, it's a brand new case, capsule, and well, Valve can't release some sort of monetary update nowadays without a music kit, so we got one of those, and I'm not complaining about that either. This is something that came out of the blue, and many content creators like myself weren't really expecting. The reason this video is not as soon as the case came out is, well, I was out. I saw Master Shiny's video where he directed his audience over here, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. In today's video, we're going to take a look at this update, what the case actually includes, also some of the stickers, and you're not going to want to miss what's in this case, that of course being for the golds.
Now, today's video sponsor is, of course, Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is currently the easiest and also fastest way you can buy, but most importantly, trade your CSGO skins. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance that can be used the next time you end up trading skins. It has 3 ways you can inspect, but most importantly has a very in-depth inspect feature that you can see corners on a karambit, for an example, that you can't really see otherwise unless you have the item in-game. If you end up topping up your balance, make sure to use promo code MANDO to get up to a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 on the first trade.
So I haven't been this excited for a CSGO update personally in the past probably year or two, really ever since Riptide came out. I feel like I'm even more excited about it because it was just so unexpected. And well, let's firstly take a look at the blog post and what this includes. The blog post says, today we're excited to ship out the Revolution case containing 17 weapon finishes from community artists and the gloves from the clutch case as special rare items. So that right there is probably the most important part, especially for CSGO investing. They're also shipping out a brand new sticker collection and a Denzel Curry Ultimate Music Kit, which is always cool to see. Now the case, that's what we're going to firstly take a look at, and I'm very excited because a lot of these skins are very unique. Some of them actually we've seen on some of our videos we've made recently for CSGO's next case, quote unquote. Because this is a one-off case, it's pretty much confirming now that we're not going to get an operation, at least I would say for the next 6 months. And that is at the very least, maybe even a year. The very first skin I want to take a look at is of course the red. This is the M4A4. This is absolutely crazy in my personal opinion. As an M4A4 player with this recent buff as well, or more so of a nerf to the A1S, though this is anime, though this is kind of weeb-like, I am in love. There's going to be so many sticker crafts with this. We haven't had an M4A4 like this before, has so many popping colors, and I'm just a very big fan. Next up, we have the AK-47 headshot. This for me isn't my favorite. I thought there were some better ones in the workshop that I wished and hoped that got added, but of course they weren't. This for me reminds me a lot of the Neon Revolution, the Neon Rider. I'm not the biggest fan of those, but it is unique and I will give it that. I have not yet seen any of these skins in game either, which we will take a look at probably in tomorrow's video. But looking at this from an outsider's perspective, at least on the screen, not the biggest fan. Next up is the AWP, and this one's called the Doodle Lore, which is pretty interesting. It's a pretty unique name, I shall say. It kind of has the same resemblance of the Dragon Lore, just in a lot of different colors. Like the end of the scope right here reminds me of it. The rest of it's kind of like a Neon Rider and Fever Dream had a kit, as well as the Dragon Lore, kind of all meshed into one with different popping colors. It's unique. It's very cool. I'm wondering how this is going to turn out in game though. Our next pink up here is of course called the UMP Wild Child. This looks really cool. I'm a pretty big fan of it. Has a lot of popping colors. A lot of these skins it feels like are anime-like, which I don't mind because a lot of sticker crafts go very well with it, especially with this brand new sticker capsule. Now our next skin up here reminds me a lot of the Desert Eagle Discotheque. This is the P2000 Wicked Sick. This is one of the first pink P2000 skins we have received in months, if not years, inside CSGO, and I'm so excited because I personally am a P2000 player. Definitely have to check this out in game. It's always nice to see the off weapons, especially something like the M4A4, get some attention and love it deserves. Next up, that being a purple, is called the Neo Queen for the P90. Looks pretty cool. We'll have to check it out. Next skin up here is very unique. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Chatterbox for the Galil, but on a revolver, I guess. Banana Cannon, kind of like Monkey Business for the 5.7, but for this. If it had a lot of R8 skins recently, are we bound to get an R8 update? I'm not sure. Now the next skin up here is called the M41S Feeding Frenzy, and this has a mash of different colors together, which is very cool. This is red, green, yellow, gray, and black, all meshed together. Now the next one is a Mac 10. Nothing too special because it is a purple. Once again, anime-like. It's pretty cool. This is more one of those skins you don't really want to put any stickers on because it has so detailed artwork. Now our next purple up here, I believe it's the last, is a Glock. Now this is pretty interesting. This looks a lot like Chinese New Year. If this is a rabbit, which for Chinese New Year this year, it's called Year of the Rabbit. Last year was Year of the Tiger. That would be pretty cool, especially how China would probably buy up a lot of these, but also buy this case to unbox it to get this skin specifically. Similar to the Mac 10, this is more so for the artwork rather than creating sticker crafts on, which I'm always down for. Now going into the mil-spec blues, we have the SG553 Cyberforce. This is very cool. I believe this looks a lot like the Polymag, I believe, for the M4A4, and one of those newer Glock skins we received in the Snakebite case, where it has a clear magazine slot. Now, of course, that's not a 3D model, it's just drawing. It's not quite yet possible to have that in the Source 1 engine. Source 2, for an example, this would be 3D and you'd see the bullets go up and down in the magazine, which would be pretty cool. Next skin up here is called the Liquidation MP5. This is pretty awesome. It's red, blue, kind of meshed together like a sapphire and ruby. I'm a pretty big fan. Love to see how this would be in game. It's good to see a lot of the off weapons once again get some love. Our next skin up here is for the Mag 7. Once again, anime themed. This is the Insomnia. At least that's how it feels. Not gonna lie, the more I look at this, the more it scares me. Our next one up here is one of my favorites and also one of the most surprising that it's a blue. I'm gonna have to definitely check this one out in game. This is called the Scar 20 Fragments. Now, this looks 3D. This looks extremely detailed and I think should probably be even close to a pink. Now, they probably didn't want to waste that slot, so they put it in blue, but this looks 3D and it just looks so amazing. Very similar to the Scar 20, we have the P250 Rebuild. One of my favorites. It looks so clean yet so basic. Getting this in Stat Track is going to be pretty crazy, I would think, for sticker craft, because ever since the AK Slate got added to the game through, I believe, the Snakebite case, I've been loving and enjoying basic skins that have the Stat Track capability because they're in a case, because they're so nice to have sticker crafts on, because you can pretty much have any sticker on that said weapon. Now, our next skin up here is by our boy Cmota, and I'm just so happy he has a skin in game because a lot of his artwork was absolutely amazing. This is called the Featherweight. We checked it out just a couple days ago in a video and it finally got added. I'm so happy for him, but also so happy we have this in game, and hopefully this collection continues on with things like the Op, for an example. Of course, we have the Tech 9 Rebel, not much to say about it. And if you thought this update couldn't get any more beefy, we of course have the Espionage sticker capsule. Regular size sticker capsule, but there's some pretty cool ones. We have the 360 no scope, cool to see. Aim and fire, pretty basic yet cool. We have the Batter Up, which looks decent. We have Sting like a butterfly, has a butterfly knife on it. That's pretty awesome. We have the Fireball, probably some meme crafts coming with that. We have the Explosive Strength. I don't know why, but this looks like 1950s Mickey Mouse. We have the Not a Bot, which this one's pretty unique. Is this a budget high by power? I don't know. We have Knife's Edge, a lot of artwork, but not my favorite sticker. We have the Run T Run. Looks like a hollow, but it's not. We have the Spectators. This one's pretty sweet. We have the Zapcat, We have the Well Played, meh. Now we're onto the hollows. Oh my gosh, this looks good. This looks absolutely amazing. These community stickers, man, I gotta say, are becoming some of my favorites. They're so unique. With these hollow effects, they just look so good. And I'm really interested to see the scrapability on a lot of these things like this, where you only have the chicken. Next up, we have the Mind Games. For purple, it's mid. You know, I'm not the most biggest fan of it. I don't know. Now, of course, we have the Infinite Triangle. I believe this is the third iteration of this sticker, specifically for this collection. I'm all for it. It came out in the Boardroom sticker capsule, I believe, originally. It's been in one more. Now it's in this one. And of course, for our hollows, we also have a Salty sticker, which is always pretty cool to see. The hollow effects are just immaculate on this, and I think it's going to look very good on weapons, especially for some meme crafts as well. Next up, we have the Snowfall Glitter. I gotta say, this is one that looks like a bunch of diamonds, but also one of the most unique stickers I've personally seen be added to Counter-Strike in recent years. Next up, we have the Street Artist, which is pretty awesome. And as it goes for our foils, it looks like it's a gold sticker, but it's called the Hidden Hero, and this one looks pretty interesting. I'm not sure if this is supposed to mean anything, have any sentimental value. I'm not sure. And of course, for our second last one, it's an eyeball staring at you. I don't know if you're gonna be the biggest fan of this. I don't know how I feel about it. It looks kind of scary. And of course, last up, we have the Peek Me sticker. This one is kind of odd too, especially for being one of the highest tier ones in this capsule. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys enjoyed this update? For me, it's very refreshing, and this is by far one of the most unique updates we've received in a long time, from the stickers to the weapons in the case. A lot of them, I feel like, have been handpicked from creators, especially someone like me. I reviewed a lot of the Cmota skins. I know people like OniPixel did, a lot of other content creators. I think this is the minimal standards we should have for CSGO updates and specifically cases going forward. With the creators do such a good job, they should be picked, and this is definitely an improvement from the last few we've gotten. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.